Hi, my name is David Shinn. I'm here with my grandpa Jim Shinn, who worked police work for 30 plus years. Okay, Grandpa, so what is one major reason why you pursued your career as a police officer?
Well, I first wanted to be a veterinarian, but I had three neighbors who lived within a half a block of me who were all policemen. One was a motor officer, one was a homicide detective, and one just worked regular patrol. And I talked to them quite frequently throughout high school and a year or two after that. And it sounded like such interesting careers, working with people, helping people, catching the bad guy. It all sounded very interesting.
So, Grandpa, what was one major obstacle that you had to overcome to become a police officer?
Well, once I'd been selected through a written examination, an oral examination, polygraph test, physical fitness, I started a 16-week academy, which was very regimented, very strict on how you dress, how you talk, how you walk, and it was tough for me to get into that. Even though I'd been in the service, it was tough for me to get back into that attitude of a very strict living style that I wasn't used to. I'm just used to a loosey-goosey type thing. And now, the police department was much stricter than the service. So sometimes it was very, very difficult for me to get into that frame of mind.
All right, Grandpa, so what was one major upside to working as a police officer?
I think it was the people I worked with. Wonderful people, men and women that would always back you if you got into trouble, or just backed you in any number of social reasons. I miss that camaraderie that we had every day. The practical jokes, the things like that. And I'm still in contact with probably 30 or 40 of those people today. We have different days that we go to breakfast and lunch and dinner. It's a social environment that I don't want to give up, that I'm sorry I had to give up part of it. So I would say it was the people. The people that were in law enforcement were just like family.
So, Grandpa, lastly, what was some of the major downsides of being a police officer?
I think first and foremost was the fact that sometimes the hours were terrible. I had to work nights from 4:30 to 2:30 in the morning, or from 8 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the morning. That was the graveyard shift. And for the first 10 years, I didn't have enough seniority to get a Christmas off. I spent Christmas working the streets. So, and then when I went to the detective bureau, I would be on call 1 week a month, and I'd get called out at 2 in the morning till 4 o'clock the next day. So, taken away from the family, people don't realize how many hours you spend on the job away from your family, and that's probably the biggest downside.